You're listening to TGI Sports Talk with your host, Keith Angle, on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Hey guys, Keith Angle at TGI Sports Talk. How you doing today? I just actually did this entire vlog and was not recording it, so I got to do it over. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great holiday season. I've just got to get some stuff off my chest right now about the Giants and the Eagles controversy. I haven't really been able to get on and address it since that game was Sunday night. I'll do a quick vlog on this, and I'll probably do another vlog to release on Saturday morning, maybe with my NFL playoff picks. But let me just say this. Giant fans, get over it. You won 6 games. Sit down and be quiet. Doug Peterson has a right to do whatever he wants with his football team, and the organization has a right to fire him if they don't like what he did. You know, but I've read comment after comment this week about, Doug Peterson should be banned for life for throwing the football game. Shoeless Joe Jackson and the Chicago White Sox were banned in 1919. Pete Rose was banned from baseball. He didn't throw any game. Well, I don't know if Pete Rose threw any games anyway, but that's a topic for a different day. How is he throwing a football game by taking out his starting quarterback at halftime? Did he give his team the best chance to win? Maybe not. But the players out there are trying to win. It's not like they're dropping passes on purpose, throwing interceptions on purpose, fumbling on purpose, letting guys just run wild on purpose. This is no different than when winning teams rest their best players before the playoffs going into week 15 or week 16. Sometimes it happens as early as week 15. Are they throwing the game? No, because the guys they put out there are trying to win. The teams try to tank. Were the Eagles trying to improve their draft position? Maybe. So what? The players still try to win. Look at the Jets. Prime example number 1. They were in great position for Trevor Lawrence, but the players got pride. They don't want to go winless. They go out and they win 2 games in a row. They don't get Trevor Lawrence. That's the nature of the beast. Organizations, coaches, whatever, can decide they don't want to put the best team on the field and tank. It's not throwing a game because they're not instructing players to drop the ball, fumble the ball, let the opponent run for touchdown after touchdown. That's throwing the football game. Come on, guys. You wouldn't say a winning team was throwing a football game when they rested their players. It was Doug Peterson maybe trying to do it to the Giants for spite because there's no love lost between Eagles and Giants and never has been, never will be. Maybe. But so what? The players want to win. This is much ado about nothing. If it wasn't the Giants, again, if he'd done this with nothing on the line, nobody would have said anything. Nobody would have said a word if this was a meaningless game Sunday night between the team formerly known as the Redskins and the Eagles. Nobody would have said a word. And he still would have been doing the same thing. Trying to improve his draft position from 9th to 6th or whatever it ended up being. I think that's what it was. It just happened. It so happened at the same time he got to stick it to the Giants. Well, you know what, Giant fans? If you won 10 games, if you won 9 games, if you won 8 games, you wouldn't be in that position. Don't leave yourself in a position to get beat by referees, by other coaching decisions, by somebody else's tanking games. You left yourself in this position to get screwed out of the playoffs. Blame your own organization. Blame your own players. Don't blame the Eagles and Doug Peterson because you won 6 games in your home for the playoffs. The team formerly known as the Redskins are in with 7 wins, and oh my God, this doesn't happen very often. They're probably going to get bounced by Brady and the Bucks on Sunday or Saturday, whenever they play. But this whole thing is just annoying the Jesus out of me. Are you kidding me, Giant fans? Be quiet. The Eagles screwed us out of the playoffs, and we're... Come on, guys. Again, take the playoff spot out of the equation, which you should because you had 6 wins. 6 wins. Take that playoff position out of the equation. Nobody cares what Doug Peterson did in that game. Nobody, because teams tank or try to tank all the time. And even if they're not trying to tank, good teams going into the playoffs rest their best players. Are they throwing a football game then when they take their starting quarterback out or don't play him at all? It's happened in plenty of times where teams are jockeying for playoff position and they're playing an important game in week 17, their 16th game, and the team they're playing's got everything wrapped up. They're not. They can play that game any way they want. They can play to win it. They can play to lose it. Not lose it, but they can play to keep their players safe so they can play in the playoffs. They're not entitled to beat a team so another team can get in the playoffs. You should have taken care of your own business. And is Doug Peterson throwing a game? No. Even if his thought was, I don't care if I win this game. I want to lose this game because I want to get the 6th draft pick and I want them instead of the 9th pick. And I want to stick it to the Giants. Just taking Jalen Hurts out isn't going to guarantee that happens. You might want to get a look at this backup quarterback. Or maybe that's bullshit. I don't know. Excuse my French, guys, but come on. The outrage over this is way out of proportion. When you think about teams that have tanked over the years to get the number 1 picks, that have sat players in the last week because they have nothing to play for, because their playoff position and their seeding is wrapped up, but the team they're playing has something on the line and somebody else is going to be affected by that game, that's not their responsibility to play to help that team out. They do what is best for their organization. Now, you can debate if you're an Eagles fan whether he did the best thing, didn't do the best thing. I don't care. I'm basically coming at this from the point of view that he threw the game. No, players play the game. Players can only throw the game. Coaches can put them not in the best position to win, but they can't throw the game. Players out there dropping the ball on purpose, letting guys run through the line on purpose. That's throwing a football game. Not this. This stuff's been going on for years. It only comes of late year because the Giants missed out on the playoffs because of it. And you know what? I just can't get all worked up about it. The Giants won 6 games. 6. You had plenty of opportunity to win games, win more games, and make the playoffs on your own merit. Not needing the Eagles, who are terrible, and there's no guarantee they win that game if they leave Jalen Hurts in. So please, let's stop with that. Redskins are a better football team than the Eagles and probably would have won if Jalen Hurts stayed in. Jesus, now that they benched Joe Montana to begin with, and even if they did, they're under no obligation to help the Giants. The league is not going to ban Doug Peterson for life for throwing a football game. He didn't throw a football game. Maybe he stuck it to the Giants a little bit. So what? Guys, go out and win more games. I say it in individual games. You have never heard me as a Patriot fan. I've listened to people talk about how referees are for the Patriots for years. And they aren't. All you got to do is watch the games, actually. Watch more than just the highlights of games. Watch entire games, and you'd know that. You know what? But I've said for years, I have never, ever complained about getting beat by a referee's call. You don't put yourself in positions in individual games to lose based on a referee's call at the end of the game. You should have played better and been in position not to get screwed by the referees at the end of the game. Same thing applies here to Doug Peterson and the Giants or whoever else we want to talk about. Giants really the only ones affected. You won 6 games. Win 7, win 8, heck, win 9. Look like a playoff team. Maybe I'll show some outrage. No. I don't expect, the Patriots, the last time the Patriots didn't make the playoffs was 12 years ago, I think. No, 12 years ago, I think. They went 11-5. They didn't get in. Didn't spend the last weekend going, oh, this team happened, didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. They won 12 games, they got in. Win 12 games. Hey, Giant fans, win 7 games. It's much ado about nothing. Doug Peterson, not my favorite guy, believe me. Another guy who thinks he invented the game. And, he's really screwed up the quarterback situation there in Eagle Land anyway. Carson Wentz is going to be a great quarterback with the right coaching. Doug Peterson's created a problem there he didn't need to have. And Jalen Hurts, I don't think, is the answer there. Maybe Eagles fans think he is. I hope you guys will speak up. I hope you'll disagree with me. If you agree with me, great. I'm happy. I'll probably get more people disagreeing with me than will. I have a very strong opinion about this, especially this particular topic, because teams have done this for years, both to try to improve their own draft position, and even when they're in the playoffs, they don't try to win games to the best of their ability because they sit players. It's not throwing a football game. Keith Engel, TGI Sports Talk. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Speak up either way, guys. I want to hear from you. I'll be back not long, maybe tomorrow, with my playoff picks. I'm going to pick the entire bracket, and we'll see where we go from there. I'll talk to you on the other side. Keith Engel, TGI Sports Talk. See you tomorrow with Hal McCoy. See you Sunday with the Fly by the Seat of My Pants show. Bye-bye. See you later, guys. Hasta la vista.